Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well and I'm so excited that you decided to join me for this 5-minute cool down. So you won't need any equipment for this cool down, maybe just a mat optionally if you prefer to have something below you, and we're just going to be running through around 6 exercises that are really going to be perfect for bringing down that heart rate and just stretching out the muscles in the joints, especially after a hard workout. I do usually include a couple minutes cool down at the end of each of my workouts, but this is just for those people who might want a little bit of an extra cool down, and it can also just be used as a nice stretch throughout the day. So yeah, without further delay, I'm going to press the timer and let's get started. Alright, so first up we're going to go down to the ground and we're going to go into that child's pose. So pushing your hips back, stretching your arms forward and putting your head down to the ground if possible. Remember, with all of these stretches, we want to go to a point that's comfortable for us. So we want to be feeling maybe a slight discomfort, a slight stretch, but never pain. And keep breathing. And with this one, you can stretch out to the sides a little bit too, get a bit more of that lat stretch involved. And to the other side. And then let's just chill in the center a little bit. So we're going to be doing this one for 1 minute. Remember, you can keep going side to side. Stretch into where it feels tight for you. Nice. So now we're going to take one leg forward and we're going to go into a lunge. And we're going to hold this lunge for a bit. Remember with this to really push your hip flexors forward and feel that nice stretch in your hip flexors. And then we're going to be pushing our hips back and going into more of a hamstring stretch. And we're just going to be alternating between those two movements. So a forward lunge and then back into a hamstring stretch. And we're going to be doing this for 30 seconds. Nice. And switching legs and doing the same thing on the other side. So lunge first. Really getting a stretch in that hip flexor and then setting our hips back, straightening our leg if possible and into a hamstring stretch. Remember, all our stretches are going to look different depending on our body shape and our mobility, but just go to the point where you feel a slight stretch but not pain, and keep breathing. Perfect. And now we're going to go into a downward dog. So trying to keep our legs straight and pushing our heels into the ground if possible. If you want, you can have a slight bend in your legs, but try and straighten them out if you can. You can also do a little bit of a walk here. And then we're going to push our hips down and go into that cobra. And again, we're just going to be moving through those 2 movements for 1 minute. Holding each one for a few seconds. Back into the downward dog. Put your heels down for more of a stretch in the legs, or stick your chest through your arms for more of a stretch in the upper back. And into the cobra. One more time into the downward dog. And the cobra. Nice. And now we're going to stand up and we're going to be going from side to side into some lateral lunges, holding each side for a few seconds. And then we're going to be going into a straddle stretch and we're going to be pushing our arms back. Again, you can have a slight bend in the legs if you need to, or bring your legs slightly closer in if the stretch is a little bit too intense. So we're going side to side, stretching side bend in that lateral lunge, and then putting our hands through our legs. One more time. Nice. And now we're going down to the floor and we're just gonna put the soles of our feet together into a reclining butterfly pose. So our back is on the ground and our feet are together. We're in this butterfly position. We're holding this for 30 seconds. Push your knees towards the ground if you want. You can use your hands a little bit or just chill. It doesn't have to be too intense. Perfect, and now bringing your knees into your chest, and we're just going to chill here, bringing our knees into our chest for the last 30 seconds of this cool down. Perfect, that's it, cool down complete. I'm so glad you guys decided to join me. I hope that that was relaxing. I hope that your muscles and your heart rate have cooled down, your heart rate's come down, and yeah, if you want to repeat this, if you want a little bit more of a stretch, a little bit more of a cool down, you're free to repeat this. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me. Definitely check out my channel for all sorts of other workout videos, cardio, HIIT, strength, mobility, so on. So like and subscribe, comment on this video with anything you liked, anything you didn't like. I'm always looking for feedback. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. See you soon. Bye.